Good evening. Wanted to thank you all for being here and welcome you to the United States Congress. My dear friend Joyce Mandel and, of course, the talented and brilliant Michael King did such an incredible job in putting this together. Peter Alexander.
As the panel joins me, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Peter Alexander from NBC News. I'm the chief White House correspondent for NBC. I'm the host of Saturday Today, and I'll be your moderator for this conversation. I'll introduce you to our esteemed panel in a moment as they join me. Ellen, wherever you like. Let's start with Ambassador Edmund Duckwitz.
Well, I'm Edmund Duckwitz. I'm the nephew of Georg Ferdinand Duckwitz. I'm a retired German diplomat.
My name is Ellen Germain, and I am the Special Envoy for Holocaust Issues at the U.S. Department of State.
I'm Brigitta Tazelaar. I'm the ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to the United States.
Why would these diplomats risk their lives, their families, their careers, and disobey their government policies to save someone, to save so many that they simply did not know?
It seems so logical. Huh? If you would stand at a pier and you see somebody drowning and you've got a life jacket, for sure you would toss that life jacket to that person. What if you stand there and you know that throwing that or tossing that life jacket was illegal, and that armed guards would watch what you're doing and you would risk your life? How many people would then still toss that life jacket? Of course, we all hope that we would do the good thing once you are in such a situation, but you don't know whether you would do such a good thing. And I think in the movie it is called, somebody mentions it's a mystery of goodness.
If I can, Ambassador Duckwitz, help us better understand. What strikes me so much as we learn about your uncle, who's one of the featured diplomats here, is that these were individuals who did have authority, but their authority was limited, and in many cases they were disobeying the orders of their superiors. So why do these individuals have to break laws? Why do they have to break laws to save lives, and what was it that motivated them to do that, folks like your own uncle?
When you are working, and that's the case of my uncle, in an authoritarian system, you are working in a framework of laws that do not correspond to our values, that do not correspond to our principles of human rights. When we talk about people who are working in a country where the rule of law is existing, it's functioning, human rights are respected, it's much easier to take decisions because you have no personal risk. As you said, in the end, it's your own consciousness, your own responsibility for yourself, and you take the risk only on your own.
Ellen, if I can ask you, in the 20th century, this stat is staggering. More than 100 million non-combatant civilians have died in genocide in just the 20th century. How do we make that key phrase, never again, come to be?
That is really the question that we're all asking here, and it's the question that the rescuers in the film answered. They saw the need to stand up for what's right, and it's the question that Stephanie, the young woman who kind of leads us through the documentary and frames it, that's the question she's asking, because of course she survived the genocide in Rwanda and much of her family did not. We have tried to learn the lessons of the Holocaust in World War II, but we have been far from perfect. Seeing the, Rwanda, Bosnia, Cambodia, we have been flawed in trying to figure out how to make never again a reality.
Stephanie, our guide throughout this film, says, among other things, she says, it takes good men and women to be silent for evil to triumph. And it was because these individuals were not silent, because these individuals stood up, many with limited authority, that so many were able to survive. Enjoy the film. The Rescuers begins right now.